Hi, everybody. Dana Sparks, broker of Maximum One Greater Atlanta Realtors and the director of the Real Estate Academy of America. Continuing on with the series on the changes that the Georgia Association of Realtors has made to the contract forms for 2025. Please see all the other videos in the description below and just check everything out. Tons of information in that description below. Today's video is on the changes they made to the residential lease. So let me share my screen and share those changes with you. So lease for residential property, GAR form F913. Just a few changes, so this one will hopefully be short and sweet. The first change that GAR made is under section B3, under B3B, under the rent pay section. Basically, it is just a reiteration of Georgia law code section 44-7-.50. Delivery and posting of 3-day vacate or pay notices in accordance with that law. As required under Georgia law, each time landlord has delivered and posted a 3-day notice to vacate or pay to the tenant due to the tenant's default for unpaid charges in the amount specified in the fill in the blanks, basically the rent that was negotiated above on this lease, shall be due an additional rent along with all other amounts required to halt the dispossessory action. So again, just a putting in the lease for everybody what the Georgia law is regarding that to halt a dispossessory action. In addition, under the paragraph regarding holding over, the majority of that paragraph had been there. GAR added for 2025, in the event tenant holds over beyond the term of the lease, the demand for possession notice shall be posted in a sealed envelope conspicuously on the door of the premises, in addition to any other notice sent to tenant hereunder. Agents, make sure if you're a property manager, you need to know, make sure your landlords know what the Georgia laws are requiring and what the lease says requiring giving notice to a tenant regarding default. Additionally, more about the default, tenant's default. Under paragraph C1, they did remove the language regarding a tenant filing bankruptcy. And if you want to compare that with last year's residential lease, that was paragraph C1A2. They took that out. And in accordance with posting the notice in a sealed envelope on the door, GAR has added this last sentence to the effect of default. In the event tenant fails to timely pay landlord the rent, late fees, utilities, or other charges owed, landlord shall post in a sealed envelope. Make sure it's sealed, y'all. Nobody needs to know everybody else's business, but a sealed envelope conspicuously on the door of the premises, a notice to vacate or pay such sums within 3 business days. Such notice, again, may be additionally sent by other means. And then the other section that GAR addressed in the lease for 2025 is regarding damage to the property. Georgia code is that a landlord must provide a, for lack of a better word, safe and habitable property for a tenant. However, if the landlord doesn't know there's damage, the landlord can't fix it. So GAR has added verbiage to that effect in the lease. Under paragraph C2A, repairs and maintenance, GAR added, it's important. It's in all caps and bold. Tenant shall immediately notify landlord of any dangerous conditions or need for maintenance existing in the premises or on the property. Landlord shall have no liability for damages or injuries resulting from tenant's failure to immediately notify landlord of any dangerous conditions on or in the premises. In other words, a landlord can't fix something that they have no knowledge of. And similarly to that, under the indemnification clause, They did add verbiage relating to that as well. Basically that the tenant agrees to indemnify and hold the landlord, broker, and manager harmless. And that goes on to say, as a result of the acts of omissions of a tenant's family members, invitees, or licensees, including but not limited to tenant's failure to immediately notify landlord of any dangerous conditions on or in the premises. And that's it. So those are the changes for the lease. Stay tuned. I will do a video on 3 brand new forms that GAR has added, again, with respect to a lease and request for accommodation of the property based on the American Disabilities Act. So stay tuned for that video. Thank you so much for watching. Dana Sparks, broker of Maximum One Greater Atlanta Realtors, satisfying your needs with service, innovation, and education. Bye. If you like that video, check out the one here. If you like the content on this entire channel, please click here to subscribe. I try to take even the most complicated of real estate situations and make them crystal clear. See what I did there? Real estate made crystal clear. Thank you guys so much for watching.